Am I audible? Could you just chat and let me know whether I'm audible and visible? If I can get some message, I'll be. Yes. Thank you, Sarita. Yes. So I am visible and audible. Just let us wait for another just a minute or two and see if everyone is able to join. Then we can start. So I am visible and audible, right? I'm clear in terms of you're able to hear me.
Yes,
Fine,
you
fine.
are. You are.
Great, great.
Yes.
Okay, fine, fine. So I'll go ahead and share what I wanted to share. Today's web, thank you everyone for joining. Today, I would like to share about this concept of being focused and how to be actually indistractable in our workplace, in our studying, in whatever we do. We want to know how to be indistractable. We've seen everyone, to be honest, at some time or the other has been distracted, has been uh, short of time for something that is very important to us. Yes or no? Just let me know. Type yes in case you felt that you've been distracted in your main task sometime or the other.
Yes, yes, many a times, in fact, yes, on a daily basis.
Right. So thank you for sharing, Geeta. It's just that we all are in a similar boat, just understanding consciously that we are distracted and we are dividing our attention plays a major role in correcting ourselves because we have the ability to correct ourselves. So I'll just share the screen right now. Just give me a second. Just taking time to take help, in fact, to get the screen sharing. Just a moment. Yeah. So, are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. So, today I would just like to share because we know how important the power of being focused is, how important it is to remain undistractable, in fact, in any of the tasks that we perform. So it is in fact essential for everybody. So we know what focus is, nothing to actually explain about it. It's actually how you concentrate on the thing that is main, that is important to you, right? Focus can actually it will be boring to actually give the explanation of the definition of focus and being indistractable, but in simple terms, if we are honest, doing that one thing only is called focus. Not, we are saying no to all the other things when we are doing, when we are actually focused. If you are focused on a certain task of doing a writing job, or you're studying, reading a book, if you're focused in it, you're saying no to all the other things, is what focus and indistractable is all about in simple words. So how, what is distraction? It moves, it is actually, it is the same term like traction and distraction. Traction is doing all that action that moves us to what we actually want. And distraction is all the actions that we take, that we do to, that takes us away from being and doing what we actually want, is what distraction is all about. So how to be focused? I just figured out certain ways which actually I've used. There are multiple ways of being focused and indistractable. But what I'm sharing with you is in the past 40-45 days that I've actually used them. I'm not suggesting that you use these strategies all at once. You can just use these strategies one at a time, whichever you find convenient. In fact, many of these strategies you are already using, but if you use it together, it will yield wonderful results. So, how to be focused? Actually, we all know being focused, we get a lot of benefits. In fact, I have been constantly being distracted with multiple projects at a time, multiple things doing. I would get really overwhelmed. And because of being focused, last couple of weeks, I've in fact journaled how I felt after really using these strategies in terms of focusing on one task that I'm performing. It has led to reduced stress, reduced anxiety for me personally. And being focused consciously has led to higher productivity and really doing a qualitative work in whatever I'm doing. In fact, couple of tasks that I've started to do latest recently is like blogging. And blogging is something that I've not been doing before. It's something which is a new thing. And doing that requires a lot of concentration. And with these strategies, I've actually been able to be more focused, and it has also helped me in eliminating the distractions and overcoming the feeling of being overwhelmed at all times. So being focused, we all know what are all the advantages, and we would want to get straight to how to go about it, right? So let's get going. And I'm just sharing a couple of strategies today how to remain focused in whatever we do. These are all some things that I've done. To-do list, I've done it as a routine. More than it has helped me, it is just a kind of a checklist for me. It's nothing more than a checklist. And but for me, not to-do list is much of a bigger help. It is a bigger tool. Not to-do list is like I write things like staying away from phone calls for these 2 hours, staying away from any of the notifications that comes on my phone, staying away from distractions like somebody calling me over, something randomly, people asking of me. So those things are important to me when I'm creating a not to do list, and writing emails or responding to any mails which is important but not urgent. Those things also I take care when I'm preparing a not to do list. And saying no has always been a very tough task to me personally, because I always think what others would think when I'm telling no. But with my experience in the last 45 days, what I felt is uh, nobody really thinks about you so much more than you do about yourself. You are more thinking about how would it be I say no, they do not really think about you that much in terms of feeling bad, or you can always explain to them politely that doing this at this time is a bit tough. And more than these two things, multitasking has been a habit to most of us. Most of us, in terms of we do two, three things at a time, and we think we are saving time. When you're reading a book and listening to a song which you tend to follow the lyrics. You may not really be able to study at that time. I've seen a lot of children doing, and I also have been a victim of doing that in my previous occasions. But understanding that you can play a light music behind while you're reading, and when you're doing something really that requires your complete concentration, try staying away from doing another thing that involves focus, that requires your attention. These three are something that you can always do. Not to do list, saying no, and doing one thing at a time. In this one thing at a time, I would like to share a very short story of Warren Buffett. You're all familiar with Warren Buffett, right? Who is a multi billionaire in right? You all,
Yes, yes.
yes. So he has actually asked his employees in one instance, he has actually asked one employee who was constantly facing a difficulty in focusing on his tasks. What he said is, just write 50 things that you like to do. And that employee shared 50 items. Then he said, just prioritize to 5 items out of these 50 items. Then he wrote one, two, one, two. That is the first priority of getting things done. Just top five, he asked them to name. Then he said, "Well, how do you want to go about it?" Warren Buffett asked his employee. Then the employee said, "Okay, now you've asked me to figure out only five out of the 50 items. I've checked 5 items which are important to me for this year that I need to do. And then what will you do about the 45?" He said, "I'll focus on this five, and whenever I get a chance, I'll keep doing this 45." Then Warren Buffett said, "This is the mistake everyone is doing. Until you do these top five things, do not touch those 45. Once these five are done, then you go about checking those 45. But out of that 45, again choose five. And at a time, do only five things." So that comes to where you want to focus your concentration on, because we have lot of n number of things to do, and we really will not get things done. Just getting more and more things in our item list does not really get us anywhere. When we are getting distracted, the fourth thing that I was asking myself is this: why? When I started my yoga regime and this workout regime, many a times I was getting distracted. Should I really do or not? Then this asking why I actually did it, because I wanted to be fitter. I wanted to be energetic the entire day. Understanding that why helped me getting back to focus. For students, I would suggest that you want to study, but asking yourself why you want to study, why you're studying now, when you answer that why, it really helps you getting back on track and focusing yourself to the task at hand. And then sleep, we all do. Nobody really gets away from sleeping because it is what keeps us going the next day. But why I mentioned sleep is sleep according to a schedule. One day you sleep at 11:30, next day at 12, one day at 9, next day at 2 p.m., 2 a.m. will not really get you anywhere. Just make a sleep schedule. I'm not telling you have to be rigid with your timings, but just keeping that between 9 to 10:30 I'll sleep. Next day I'll wake up between 5 to 6:30. If you keep a schedule for that, you will certainly be able to keep your sleep not only, you will do justice to your sleep, you will also feel energetic, energized the next day, but also you will follow a pattern that will give you a momentum to start the next day in the morning. It will help you being more organized in your tasks and also your life ultimately. And meditation, it is never a small thing. Meditation is something that I've been doing over years, but in between I did get sidetracked. I didn't do, but doing meditation helped me immensely in terms of being more calm. And when any challenge I face, I'm able to take it with a bit of more serene mind, being more calmer and quieter. In being calm and composed really helps you in understanding how you can face that challenge in much more exciting and energetic way, in much more uh, aggressive way if needs be. I mean, if it really requires you to be more assertive and aggressive, you can do it in a calmer way when you do meditation. And meditation need not be sitting quiet under a tree. Anywhere you can sit at a sofa, at a chair, just before you begin your studies, just 5 minutes to yourselves. That is also a good enough time for you to understand a bit of inner self. And the next thing I would like to tell is the power of exercise. Just a bit of activity in terms of walking, running, jogging, exercising. It's all just 5 minutes also a day is helpful. I would I would say that power of exercise is giving you that boost, that energy, that momentum to start your day with such a vigor. I am sure these things, everything you all know. How many of you know all of these? I'm sure everybody does. But here it is not the question of just knowing, it is the question of doing. How many of you do? Out of these seven that I've told you till now, how many of you do four? At least four. Just put in the chat box. I know I'm asking you a couple of things, but just let me know how many of you do at least four or the seven. Okay. Am I? Yeah, maybe three. Yeah. Sarita also does. Rihanna, maybe three. So good that everybody is doing. It's wonderful to know. In fact, if we practice most of them, it will really help all of us. Next, clutter-free environment. Why do we have to uh, why do we need a clutter-free environment? We need that because clutter definitely gives us, makes us more distracted in terms of what we want to do. uh, it does really uh, it does hinder our focus when we are cluttered in our environment. So keeping our papers, things at all at one place, making a bit more organized, especially our workplace, our study area, is very important and crucial to keep our mind also free from all the other distractions. And needless to say, positive peer group. Positive peer group, why is it important? For students also and for us elders, it's like we are an average of the five people we mingle with. That is what a quote says by Jim Rohn. Because what is positive peer group helps us in staying focused in what we seek, what we are going after. Suppose we want to do a study of 2 3 hours today, a combined study. If our friends distract us from our studies, how good is it? Are we really achieving anything from that peer group which is distracting us? So, part of positive peer group, which is ex- helping us in remaining focused, is very important to stay focused and get ourselves undistracted. And 10th point that I would like to tell is about the triggers that we can minimize ourselves from consuming the social media. We all, after getting up in the morning, generally wake up and see our phones. Yes, I've done that all these days. I've been seeing like who has texted me, who has said good morning or good afternoon or whatever, the evening mails, forwards. We all get distracted in the morning to see, check our phones for all those messages, notifications. But when I stopped seeing my messages in the morning and started to just get going with my tasks, it really helped me in terms of, you know, using my time in a qualitative way. I was able to get things done in the morning, like going after writing a blog, a piece of my blog at least, and a little bit of work towards my website that I'm working on. And yoga, meditation, these all have helped me. So when I see the phone or look into anything else, that definitely kills my time. So triggers that I can minimize is setting the notifications off, setting myself to putting myself on aeroplane mode or setting the Wi-Fi, just disabling my Wi-Fi for 1 hour, and those things really help. This Pomodoro technique is the 11th one that I would like to share. What is it? It's actually a, a scientist who was a student actually discovered this Pomodoro technique. It is This is the clock. It's like an apple, a tomato actually. Pomodoro is a tomato. What does this tomato do? Does this actually a Pomodoro is a timer that is set for 25 minutes at a stretch. After 25 minutes, it gives us a 5-minute break, because what the research suggested is when we are doing focus driven work, which engages a lot of our concentration, what happens is we will not be able to really stretch our mind for more than 25 minutes at a time. So, just 25 minutes and then a short break of 5 minutes helps us in rejuvenating, re energizing, and again starting to concentrate on our deep work that we are engaged in. So, when I did it, it was mainly helpful for something like blogging. When I started it out, writing is not something which comes naturally to me, or so I thought. So breaks helped me in again getting new ideas, new momentum. So that 5 minutes, I really used it for engaging in something that is putting me away for 5 minutes and understanding a bigger picture and coming back and doing my work. So these 11 ways that I've told just now are something which I practically used and found it really well. Uh, I mean, helpful. So now, out of these 12, I would like to ask which are some of them that you can start using immediately. If you could just tell me your understanding of what you can start using immediately, just put in the chat box. One second. Okay, Sarita has mentioned meditation. Great, great. So that's really nice. You can use more than yes. Being away from social media for some time really helps, Uzma. Yoga and exercise also does help. So now that I've just given you these 12 strategies that I've personally used and would suggest that you also use. You can't use all of them at the same time, but pick two to three or four or five and start using one at a time. Now, I would like to just keep open the uh, things. I mean, stop sharing the thing and yeah. Now, I was just wanting to ask you, like, how is it important? I mean, to use all of them and how is focus important to each one of you? Just put it in a one liner in your studies or in your work, in your whatever it is. Just tell me how important is it in your day-to-day life. I will just unmute Padma so that she can just let me know if she can share some inputs. Or does anyone want to ask any question? You can just ask me. Yeah. So, especially for students, where these inputs, I mean, something that you will be able to use everything, just let me know. Whoever is studying right now can also put whether they can utilize a couple of them and let me know whether it's useful for them to start music, being away from social. Yeah. So, what I'm asking here now is now that we've understood the strategies, can we make it a bit interactive? Can somebody come and tell me like um, what all they would be using and how soon can they start using it? Can they start using it from tomorrow?
I guess prioritizing and
Prioritizing, great. Yeah,
clutter-free environment.
right, right, right. So prioritizing what your goals are, the top five, and working on them, and nothing else, no other than five should be in the focus list. So that is definitely one thing. Yes, thank you. Appreciate your inputs, Padma. And so that's what it is. So I just wanted to share my inputs in terms of, yeah, focus enables giving quality time to important tasks. Yes, yes, Rihanna, thank you so much. Anish says Pomodoro technique. Yes, you can use the timer for 25 minutes and get a 5-minute break. That does help. As I said, it did help me in terms of my blogging. And my website is aspiretoace.com. A lot of work is yet to be done. I would suggest you can visit it, Aspire to Ace. I've started blogging and I'll be adding new inputs every day in it. You can just go and visit my website. It will um, it will just give you ideas about, and you can also give me what are the topics that you want me to uh, let you know so that I can share strategies and insights in many more webinars to come. How many of you have felt that this is useful and this is fine? I mean, uh, a good webinar that has been useful to you. If you could share it in the chat box. Yeah? Is it something that, yeah. Okay. So any questions, or can we just yeah. So any questions that you have? And thank you so much, everybody, actually, for making it. Thank you so much for coming. Yeah, that's right. Each of you know everything. Yes, reminding helps. Thank you so much, Rehana. Yeah, thank you so much, everybody, for joining me in this webinar. And I appreciate everybody taking time. Thank you so much, Sarita. And thank you, Padma.
Thank you, Kumar. Thank you. It was
Thank
really
you.
a good seminar.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, bringing it to action. I would want each of you to
I
work on
wish you
strategies.
go further and
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much, everybody. And wishing to get connected again shortly with something else. Yeah. And 1 minute, if you could come online, everybody, just for a minute. If you could come online on the video, I would like to take a picture. Just a second, actually. Just 2 seconds. Sarita, Bhavya, everybody, just for a minute, if you could come, I would really appreciate. Yeah. Thank you so much, everybody, for participating and coming in for a minute. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much, Uzma. Nice seeing you after a long, long time. Yeah. Thank you, everybody, once again. See you all soon. Okay. Bye bye.
thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.